Have you guys ever been to a town just full of chop shits? Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Pike.
This is Danny.
And this is Dual Vibes.
Why do we always do this awkward silent shit?
What awkward signs?
You,
Right after?
if you're starting the intro, you have to be the one to say the episode.
I was about to, and then you said,
Why do we talk about it? All right, guys. Anyways, welcome back to the Dual Vibes Entertainment Podcast. Why do I always go fast, dude? I don't understand.
in the beginning, all of them.
I don't understand. Anyways, guys, this is number 29 of the DVEPODCAST exclamation point. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
getting very off topic, guys. Anyways, like, I don't know what we just saw on the screen at the start of the video.
Yeah, that was kinda
but
crazy.
I was pretty scared of the guy that was in front of the camera.
Yeah,
What
he
are we
was-
talking about, bro?
We're talking about hometowns, just all together, you know, of where we grew up or where we're at.
I don't think we should disclose the name.
No. I mean,
But it is in the FL.
yes.
We got to be careful where we...
But the opening kind of discloses the name. But,
Yeah, well, I'm going to beep it out.
oh, okay. Yeah.
Because there's a lot of counties, and if you can... Someone might expose us in the comments, but then we'll know who
Well,
it
that's
is.
just, yeah, we'll just, we'll bleep it out. But, yeah, we're going to talk about some hometown issues, some hometown growing pains, some hometown chop shits, some hometown stories.
Which kind of ties in hand to hand. I don't know where we keep getting these quote of the days from, but you
I'll
know,
read this one, yeah.
it's really on point on what we're doing today. And when you see the -D.V.E, that does stand for Dual Vibes Entertainment, and that does mean it comes from us. So I'm gonna read it. Don't stress over chop shits. Flush and keep pushing. All right,
What is that? I'm going to let you say, because it's
Dude,
kind of
just-
on you. So what does this mean to you?
dude. You ever just look around the room? Okay, you ever just look around the room? You're like, that's chopped.
Yeah.
Okay? I just flush them away and I keep moving. Keep pushing. All right? Because at the end of the day, I'm going to act like I didn't see that person. I'm like an NPC walking through GTA. You know how like you hit someone in GTA and they go, ooh.
Yeah.
And then like you run away from them, they like lose the anger.
Yeah.
They're like, you have
They go back to
hurry.
walking.
Yeah, no. And then you go hit them again. They're like, hey. It's kind of like that, bro. I just look. They get out of my render site and I'm like, yep, forgot about that one.
Run back into him and be like, yeah, I'm still chopped.
Still chopped. Yeah, I don't know where I came up with that, and I don't know where I just came up with that story. Guys, you guys want to hear something very interesting? So I was, just walking, cruising around today, and I got called Young Matthew McConaughey. No.
Really?
Swear. I look nothing like Matthew
Matthew McConaughey?
I think it was because,
That's kind of, yeah, that's why I was about to say that. He doesn't look like you. Maybe your hair's slicked back.
yeah, slick back hair, beard was nice and, put that Men in Black. What's it called?
I don't know. What the fuck is that?
The beard stuff that you, like, color your beard with?
Oh, like Just for Men? Or something
Oh,
like
there it is, just for men.
Men in Black. My bad. Shout out Will Smith.
I meant to say just for men, black hair, right? Because, I didn't actually do that, but that's the only way that I could see me being Matthew McConaughey is me using just for men, black, not
Maybe
men
the
in
same
black.
hair color, but I don't think
we have the same hair color, bro. I think his hair's black.
No, it's not. Matthew McConaughey?
Is that the guy that plays in Dukes of Hazzard?
Which one? I don't know if you ever played Dukes of Hazzard.
Matthew McConaughey.
I know who Matthew McConaughey
Tall,
is.
skinny guy?
He's skinny, yeah.
Yeah, plays in Dukes of Hazzard.
Maybe the new one.
I don't know.
Well, there's one like a long time ago now. It wasn't
Yeah,
Matthew
that
McConaughey.
one.
I don't know if he redid it, but maybe.
might have redid
He doesn't
it.
have black hair.
Anyways, see chop shits. Keep moving, all right?
So Chop Shit made a comment to him about him looking like that guy. He just kept moving.
No.
He just said, hey, you kept walking.
Hey, chased her down. No,
Oh, for sure.
that has nothing to do with talking about the hometown. We are so off topic right now.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Yeah, you're
I
just farming.
I just need to get that off my chest, okay? Because I really did feel like the white Marlin right there.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, just felt just like him.
You
I mean,
get-
she said that, and I was just like all those TikTok edits of him. I was just like,
Thought there was a camera on you.
I love to get
So today on Dual Vibes, we're going to talk about the hometowns and like where we grew up and kind of some of the stories that we had to tell about.
So what's going to
and
start
that.
with the hometown? I don't understand where we're going with this because I'm blinded by this idea.
All right, so like basically,
Ask me a question.
in your like, okay, so in your hometown, how was the dating scene in your hometown? I mean, you've been around for a little bit in this hometown. You've met a lot of people. You know a lot of relationships that have worked, not worked. You know, local bars. How are those? You go out, do things.
Full of chop shits. Dude, listen, I'm not going to expose the county that we're from, okay? Because, it is a great small town, right? Good things
Has
come
good
from this
things,
place. All right, like, you got nice beach. That was once a nuclear plant, and now it's a beach.
Just don't swim there.
Don't swim there. Don't drink it. Don't go there with an open wound. Honestly, just stay in the fake sand that is there. Okay, they got that from some Walmart and they just put it down.
Dumped
Okay,
down.
guys. But no, seriously, like a lot of good things. It's a great tourist site over here, right? But when you actually live here, there's not a whole lot to it. All right.
Yeah.
You got a couple places to go. The local Wawa to get gas and food.
Maybe a local truck show there every now and then.
Local truck show.
Squatted
and then,
trucks, yeah.
Bunch
You got a lot of those in your hometown?
Yeah, a bunch of CSs.
Yeah.
And basically 90% of the people that do live here now are just retired and like they are wealthy. And you got the other ones that are just making a living. They live here. But then the younger generation, half the people I went to high school with, I don't know what they do, and I know they don't live here no more.
Oh, so
But a lot of people do come back. I've noticed a lot of people will leave and they will come back.
Well, I think it's because their family probably stays, and if they come back next to family, they go do things and then move back around.
Yeah, definitely. But if I was to go, I mean,
You ain't coming back?
then I ain't coming back.
Would you? If you came back, it'd probably be for family.
It'd have to be like a serious thing with my family, yes, and that I need to be here for
So why are you still here?
because I haven't made that move yet.
Okay, but you plan on it.
Yeah, but I haven't got over that hump to leave my mother and my father, because I got Pike here, I got my family, and the rest of them are chop shit. So really not a whole lot going on here, guys.
Okay.
But on the real though, where I am from, does offer some things that go into my lifestyle, right? Like the outside. Even though I got to be very careful when I go outside, right? I got to take that Claritin 24-hour allergy
Yeah,
removal.
you have the epi on you all times.
Gotta have that EpiPen because I never know when that grass pollen is going to strike them and boom,
Yep, straight to the hospital.
take me out. All right. All right. Let me stop getting off topic. Yeah, no, where we're from, small town, a lot of good connections that you can make here, and everything is it's local.
Yeah.
So just don't let something bad get out about you because the whole town is
finds
like
out.
CNN.
Yeah.
Fox News, TNT, O'Donnell. I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, no, I think so too. I'm not from this exact area. I'm a little south from here, but it's very similar, honestly very close. I think there's a lot of hardworking people. There's a lot of little businesses and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely.
A lot of like blue collar people who come, around here and like build stuff. But
So what about yours? Stop talking about mine and start talking about yours.
a bunch of CSs, buddy.
Yeah, man.
So I left my hometown when I was, I think, 18, 19, and didn't go back. I got family there. The only reason I go down there is honestly to see my mom and dad. Other than that, I don't go down there. They have a nice beach. They got, a couple, like a water park or two.
That's not even a water park.
Yeah, it's not. It's a couple slides
It's a-
where the water is at the top.
It's a slide that's like green water.
Yeah. So
That's probably a nuclear power plant too at one point.
it probably was. He probably got one right underground, probably like nuclear waste. But no, I don't go back to my hometown. I mean, nothing wrong with it, to be honest. I just wanted to get away from it. It has a lot to do with growth, I think. I just left it so I can like start something else, I guess.
There you go.
And that's kind of where I'm at. So like, I'm not from here. I'll stay here for a while. Kind of started things here that I can't, walk away from.
Yeah.
So it's just, I don't think this is a bad area.
Yeah.
Your hometown is where, I don't think it's a bad area, but I think I don't really want to be in a big city either. So I'm cool.
What?
Yeah.
See, guys.
I've lived in a big city. I don't want to.
Yeah, but where you live wasn't really that big of a city.
Well, I'm not there anymore. So St. Pete wasn't a big city, but it was, it had a city.
It did, but you're talking about living right in that downtown.
Oh yeah. No, I've never lived in the middle of a downtown.
So we're talking like a Tampa. I almost said tornado, by the way. Chopped. I'm so chopped. Tampa, Orlando, Miami,
Okay.
Dallas.
No, I get that's
Sacramento.
big cities. Yeah. Now I'm not saying I don't know. I like the maybe because that's just the spot in my life I'm at. I just don't want to be in that big area, busy. I like having my house. I like having a yard. I like having back roads. I like having. So I enjoy that. I'm cool with that.
So basically, what bro's saying is he's Morgan Whalen.
Morgan, yeah. Look, I mean, growing this mullet out. I'm trying to really fit into the culture around here. All I need is to squat the raptor and cut the cats off and just clap that bad boy out.
Yeah, just let it rip.
Yeah, tater chip.
So, what I have to say to that is, I'm kind of a guy that likes to get active all the time.
No, I get it.
So, like, if I was in a big city, I'd always be on the move, right? Carrying that briefcase around, flexing that I have
What would be in it?
flexing that I have money, but I actually have no money at all.
It's an empty briefcase.
Yes.
Maybe a pen, pencil, some pre. Thing of Zins.
Bro walks up to rob me. Hey, give me that. All right, bro. Opens it up. It's nothing. Oh, yeah. Don't know where I got that from either, guys. I'm kind of like tired right now, but like
Yeah.
I'm also hallucinating. I don't know what it is, guys. I'm very tired. I need to go to sleep. But we got to grind out this podcast, right? That's what comes first. Now, with that being said, this kind of ties in with the city life, right? I'd always be active, okay? You know, no matter what stage of life I'm in, married, divorced, single, dating, I'm always getting active. Not with the CSs.
Sometimes.
No.
I've seen you out and about.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. We all have dabbled. Go ahead.
All right, bro's just going to go on to the next topic. So, what would be, you know, the best thing that you have about your hometown?
Best thing I have?
Best memory about the hometown. I'm going to drink some more of this.
Yeah. Best thing I have, honestly, is just living out by the water. I grew up on a live spring, a river. That's probably my best memory. It's so close to home, and I enjoy like being outside and stuff. I enjoy the water, the beach. So just being able to access that all the time with the family, core memory. That'd probably be the biggest highlight of my hometown, to be honest.
Mine?
Yeah.
So mine is, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little troll. So every time I think of my hometown, I mean, it is just trolling my dad.
Okay.
Right? That guy is so sick of me. I already know it. He texted me 3 times because, you know, I'm not on a family plan, but like my Apple ID is still linked with my whole family's. So sometimes when I buy something, you know, it goes to his card.
Okay.
And he'll spam text me at least 5 times a day. And I'm like, dude, forgot to do it. I'll send it when I get home. Then I get home and I'm like, yeah, I got to send him that money. But he'll be all right tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, that's just a little part of it. But probably the best thing about my memory for my hometown would be just with the fam trolling them.
Yeah.
One time, actually, I told my little brother to jump off the top bunk, broke his collarbone. Dude, I hid in the bathroom. Remember that TikTok we just watched where the guy was like, hey. Dude, that was my dad. All I heard.
Oh, he's probably pissed.
My dad, he's in the other room. Brother's down there crying, dude. He's like 10, broken collar. I mean, I saw his bone just popped out, bro. And I was like, oh my. I ran to the bathroom, shut the door, turned the light off, and then all I hear my dad coming out was, dirty.
That's a core memory. I mean, that's a core memory.
Yeah, just those little memories that make my dad mad, and just spending time with the fam was the biggest core memory. So there's nothing quite like it, man.
Yeah. I think that's what brings people back to it.
And like I'm never gonna get that anywhere else. The only time I'm gonna get that is when I'm a father. And when's that gonna happen?
Shit.
Exactly.
Running out of time, man.
We got CSs.
Yeah. Running out of time.
Yeah.
25 is the next 30, and then, it goes through.
There was really no plot to this topic at all.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You can tell this is off the dome right now. Now, with the hometown, okay, we all like and dislike, okay? And you mentioned earlier the dating scene. And I'm gonna be a little bit more intelligent, a little bit more mature about this. Okay, the dating scene isn't bad, okay? Just like any other county, any other city, there's gonna be someone that you like. Okay.
Yeah.
I personally just don't get myself attached to anyone around here. Mm-hmm. Because once again, it's a small county.
Yeah. Someone else is already.
Yeah. And at that point, it's not even worth it.
Yeah.
Post picture on Instagram. Not that I have one. Post picture on Instagram. And I could see the other guy on the other side of the phone. I chopped that up. Like, dude.
I think that happens anywhere you go, but I think in this county is crazy small.
I know, but like, say for example, I'm in Mississippi. I don't know why I picked that out of all destinations. But Mississippi. And I post a picture of the girl. I don't know anyone.
Yeah.
And what if she's not from Mississippi? What if she just moved there?
Yeah.
Like literally just moved. Same day I meet this girl.
So no one seeing it is going to be.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's a brand new start.
I get that. So people move from their hometown to get a fresh start. And that's kind of that's why I moved.
Yeah, but like, when you go to when you leave your hometown, but then you go to another town and you do the same stuff that you did in your hometown, that's just as chopped.
Yeah.
So now instead of one place you're chopped in, now it's 2. That's called double chopped.
Now you just.
That's called double chopper gunner.
And then you got to move states at that point.
Well, what if they did move states? So they moved to another state now? Now it's 3.
So maybe they just need to stop making chopped decisions.
There
And it's
you
not
go.
about the place you're in. Because if you move to a hometown and you get with someone that's chopped from that hometown, now you're just known as someone that's chopped right away.
You know what's crazy thing about hometowns? So like we live in our hometown, right? But then say you like move and like your kid grows up, that'd be considered their hometown.
Yeah.
Which is different than your hometown.
Correct.
It's wild.
That's where, just
And then like imagine like 20 years down the road, probably like 35 when my kids
have kids in a different hometown.
Well, my kid will be about 10 by then, but he'll be able to use his phone and be able to, use the internet. He'll brag about his hometown and how chopped it is.
Yeah.
And then me and him can make our own podcast about how chopped both of our hometowns are. I don't know where this is going, guys.
I think anywhere you go is going to be it's going to have that effect. But I think once you're out of, if you find someone in your hometown and move with them to a new hometown and build something, then you can't be. It won't turn into that.
That's better.
You know what I'm saying?
That's better.
Because no one knows either of you guys. You're just a new family that moved in, and it can start something fresh and good.
See, that's a smart idea. See, that's something I'm down to do, actually.
Yeah. That's I think that's the key.
It was nice knowing you. This is the last podcast.
Yeah, we're going to do it from cell phones. He's going to be on the screen next week, guys.
On Skype.
In Mississippi.
What's in Mississippi? Oh, my gosh.
Can you spell Mississippi?
Mississippi.
No. Mississippi. You
Say it again.
Mississippi.
Say it again.
Dude.
Exactly. See, he already forgot.
It's SSISSI. I think I might have fucked that up, and I had some confidence in it, and not gonna mess it up. Anyways, that's not the point of this. This podcast was definitely a low key job.
Yeah, no. So the hometown, just overall, we gotta. You pull negatives, you pull positives out of your hometown, right? It's whatever you make of it. Okay. Now, if you're looking for a job in your hometown, big or small, but you get sick of that, I think if you're starting a new job, it'd be a solid point to just go ahead and move.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Go. You save up your money, transfer, quit, go get a new job.
That's like a big step, but that's taking the challenge, taking the leap. I think a lot of people leap from their hometowns to start something new, and it's scary, but I never would tell anyone not to do that. I think if you got some opportunity, go take it, because you only live once, and why miss opportunity that could have went well? So I say go for it.
See, I live die hard by that, but then, one day I'll be like, yeah, dude, I'm going to move out of this town. I'm getting out of here.
Late night talk with the boys.
But then low key, Danny Hammy lays in his bed by himself with his damn white polar bear dog, and he starts thinking about his mother. What his mom's gonna think of him, bro? Like, Danny, why you leaving me? And I can't get that shit out of my head, bro.
She'd be happy for you.
She's not holding me down.
Yeah, she'd be happy for you.
Yeah, but I'm like pretty successful where I'm at right now, bro. I got like 4 jobs, so
okay.
So bro is not on the chopped list. Okay.
All right.
But 1, 2, yeah, it really is 4.
Yeah.
Well,
3,
but sometimes I have a 4th one, depending on the weekend. Now,
do you think small hometowns like this are hard? Like, if it was a big city and we did this podcast and we were trying to grow it, you think it'd be easier in a big city?
It'd be easier because we'd have more places to film content in instead of driving and, just trying to match at the time. Like, imagine if we lived in Tampa, right?
Yeah.
And we went and did that Clearwater video again. Instead of driving an hour and a half,
yeah.
Imagine if we just walked 10 minutes to the beach.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We could get so much more content, but, like, none of that's, like, readily available for us, so we always have to go somewhere to do content.
Yeah.
Which is not bad, but...
Yeah, we're in the middle of a lot of things we can go do within an hour and a half drive.
See, that's the good thing about it, right? So, like, if we live down south, but then we want to go to Tallahassee, instead of a 2.5 hour drive, it is now a 4.5 hour drive. So, but for rare occasion, I mean, that's not a bad drive to make because we've made that drive multiple times in the last year.
Last summer we drove from our hometown to, pretty sure, Orlando, finished what we were doing, left and went to St. Pete the same night, finished what we were doing, left the next morning and went somewhere else, and then drove back home. I think in the matter of probably 36 hours, we were driving a solid 15 of them.
Yeah, bro, that was, we actually had thoughts about going to Miami.
Yes.
No, that wasn't then. Oh, it was this one time I was on this way to see this girl in Clearwater, and one of these girls I know in Canada
holy shit,
just texted me and said, I'm in Miami, slide. And I'm already on 75 going down the road. Like, all I got to do is book it 2 more hours and I'm there.
Yeah. Did you?
No. But that thought in my head, I was like, dude, I'm him.
How do you have that thought?
Like, I could pull in 10 minutes right here and be at this destination. Or
take a 2-hour trip.
I can cruise 2 more hours and go somewhere else. Yeah. But, so, the small hometowns, it's what you make of it, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, there might not be, I don't think there's any famous people around here, quite frankly.
Yeah.
I think if you say that you're famous, you're not actually famous. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, if that's in your name, I just don't get it.
So, with that being said, you can always put somewhere on the map.
That's true. You see that all the time. So, like, dual vibes.
Exactly. Like,
we're going to make that happen.
We can do that here. Okay?
Yeah. It depends on how your growth. It depends where you go. Like, us reaching out, like when we go to Clearwater, when we go to Orlando, when we go to wherever we're going, we're branching out. So now, like, someone in Orlando, it's just like, yeah, them boys are from this place. Let's, like, watch them. And then we go to Tampa, they're like, oh, them boys are from that place. We're going to watch them. So that is growing something outside of our hometown.
Exactly, bro. And that is, like, low-key.
Making the most of your hometown.
We are going to put this place on the map. And that's when we expose our identity. But for now,
That's a good point, though.
Yeah, guys, I'm not gonna lie, guys. Like, it's kind of hard to talk about the hometown, just because there is so many memories, and it could be an 8-hour episode.
Yeah.
But in the beginning, I was kind of trash talking, but it's not that. It's not bad at all. It's honestly, it's very safe. It's very friendly. It's very like everyone's put together.
There's a lot of good people here.
But when you get your name out there, like I said earlier, that's when you start getting yourself in trouble. So just stay clear of drama, and you're usually pretty solid.
Yeah.
In these small towns. So
Danny just logged off.
No, I didn't.
I fully agree with that. This podcast is just about hometowns because we are trying to build something. That's more so what it was for. That's a good point to make. Just trying to build something in a hometown and never be afraid to like try that. But I think it just depends on how you what you make of it. The most you make of it.
So word gets out pretty fast about this kind of stuff, and we've experienced that.
Yeah, when we first started this podcast, so many people found out we were going to do it, and I thought we were like not going to. And we started doing it, and then everyone like tuned in, and it's like they're not going to do nothing with it. They're not going to do nothing with it. And now we're episode 29, still doing it. Even if like the growth isn't all there yet, it's something we're still doing. It's still
I think
consistent.
It's growing, bro.
It is growing. No, it's growing. But some people might look at it and be like, yeah, you guys are just doing the same thing. What are y'all doing on Saturday nights?
Yeah, that's fine,
going to
bro.
drinking party. Yeah. So,
that's fine, bro.
Yeah.
See me
That's
about
what I'm
it.
talking about. See you about it.
See me about it, bro.
I agree.
Like, I don't care if we got 1 view on this or 4,000. 4 billion. If we got 4 billion views, I'd probably drop on the floor. But what I'm trying to get to is we've seen growth, and it might be the smallest step in growth, but the numbers isn't always what matters. It's the returning viewers, okay? Yeah. And we can see those analytics,
and support.
Guys.
In the small hometown we have.
Yeah. And they might not watch every podcast, which is fine. But at the end of the day, we know that DVE crosses their mind and they support us.
Oh, yeah. When they see us either out in public or they are scrolling and see a TikTok, they're definitely like, dang, I wonder what they've been doing. And they'll go back and check. It has to.
You should see our viewed profile on TikTok. It's kind of wild.
Oh, yeah. That thing, dude, every day.
Guys, with that being said, hopefully this wasn't too boring. I thought it was pretty entertaining talking about the hometown. So in all seriousness, we both love our hometowns.
For sure. We have a lot of love out of them, so we don't want to act like we don't.
Trash on. That's just for clickbait.
Yeah.
Like maybe the thumbnail should be going.
Whatever you want.
I don't know what that was. Here, let's make one real quick. Ready? You just stare at me and you like go like this, and then I'm gonna go like this. Ready?
All
3, 2, 1. All right.
That's gonna be the thumbnail.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Go ahead.
So, anyways, we appreciate you guys, tuning in. Go check out the TikToks. We have some TikToks up from our last weekend on 4th of July. We went out to St. Pete Beach, had a good time.
Oh yeah, that was a solid time.
So you guys go check that out if you haven't seen those videos and clips. It's always a good time. If you guys ever want to hit us up at the beach or down somewhere else, let us know. But all in all, we love our hometown. We love all the support that we get from it. If you guys don't mind, keep sharing it, even back to your hometown if you're not from here, and grow this podcast and stuff with us and watch where it goes. So,
dang right. With that being said, guys, episode number 29, hometown quarter of the day. Don't stress over job shares. Flush and keep pushing. This is Danny.
Keep pushing. This is Pike, and this is Dual Vibes.